Guys, I just got back from the Women in Tech Summit in Philadelphia, put on by my friend Gloria Bell. It was an amazing experience. I think I'm the first guy that's actually had an opportunity to speak there. I was so honored. These women are incredible from all different walks of life, different tech backgrounds and company experiences. And it was really insightful for me to hear some of the challenges that women are facing in the tech arena, right? Especially in today's corporate world. And we'd like to think everything is fair and equal, but it's not. And the reality is that we as men need to do a better job of engaging these brilliant resources. And we need to be willing to come to the table not to tell people what to do or how to do it, but actually be willing to listen, because the level of brilliance that I saw from not only the speakers, but the many, many, many women that I talked to at this event, it was just so incredible. But one of the things that it inspired me to do, I spoke at this event late in the day, is I needed to adjust my deck a little bit. I needed to share a message that I needed them to hear. And one of the things that I wanted to make sure that they heard from me, because I was in such awe of these women, was that this message, I said, you may need to hear this. You are effing amazing, and people need to know you. Part of what I was there to talk about was the importance of building connections and building those connections into relationships. And I was actually putting them through an 8-minute ripple, but I wanted to throw a little bit of context around the concept. And so I had a presentation about the ripple effect and why I'm so inspired and motivated to share these words with people. But why I wanted to start with that, because really at the end of the day, the conversations that I had in between sessions or with people that sat near me was there's this sense, especially for women in tech, of a real lack of confidence and a challenge to know that they have something significant to contribute, not just amongst themselves, but even back in their work environments or in their chosen career path. And the reality is, it doesn't matter whether you're a woman or a man. I think we all lack this certain level of confidence to know that we belong here in this space right now, and we're here for a reason. And that many of us have this thing that prevents us from feeling like we are significant, that we are valuable, and that we have something to contribute. And the reason that I put this slide up is because I wanted them to know that that is simply not true. And that there are people out there in this world that need to know what you have. They need to be around your awesomeness. They need to be around how incredible you are as an individual. I don't care how experienced you are, how your career path is unfolded. Doesn't matter whether you're starting off or whether you've been in the industry for 20, 40 years. Doesn't matter. Every single one of us has something effing amazing about them that we just don't often get an opportunity to share, because we take a back seat in a lot of ways. We take a back seat to the conversation. We don't contribute when we have an opportunity. We feel unconfident because we either feel like we don't have the experience or the knowledge to speak up. That every single one of us shows up in this world with a unique set of experiences as a consumer, as an employee, sometimes as an employer, as various leaders or managers, sometimes just someone who feels like a faceless number. We all have these experiences that we can call on to say, this is why this situation works the way it does, or this is why things aren't working the way that they should. This is a strategy or an idea that maybe you haven't thought about, but that's because it's coming through here, not through the collective. We've got to be more assertive in stepping up and sharing our genius and realizing that we are effing awesome and we have contributions that the world needs. Now, I know this can be a little bit hard to hear for some people, and I know for a few of the ladies that I talk to, it's hard to absorb because they've been so used to taking a back seat in the tech space, and their male counterparts don't make it easy, and I, for that, apologize. I wish I could wave a magic wand and fix everybody's attitudes about race and gender and fix a lot of the problems that now seem even more prevalent than they have even in recent memory. But the reality is that the best way to make yourself stand out is to take your skill sets and your abilities and apply it when and where you can. Yeah, sometimes you have to force your way in. Sometimes you have to, break a few eggs to make the omelet, right? Crack a few eggs to make the omelet, but you will stand out and you will come across as someone who is there, committed, 100% focused to making a difference. I talked to one entrepreneur specifically that she has left corporate America, starting her own business. And she said she never realized the power that she had until she realized that she didn't have the backup of a company. It was just her. And she woke up one morning and said, if it's not going to be me, it won't be anybody, which means that my chosen path of going down this entrepreneurial direction will fail if I am afraid to toot my own horn, share my genius with the world, and assert myself and be that effing awesome person that you talked about. And I needed people to know me in my new role, know me in my new presence, and know what I bring to the table can benefit them if they only slow down to listen. I love that she came up and shared that with me, because she said, I think that message was so on point. Everybody needed to hear it in here because we don't hear it enough. So I wanted to share that because it hit here. I got the feels for that because I thought that there were many in that room that needed to hear that. And for her to come back to me at the end and say, you know your audience, you know what to say and how to say it, and you did it in such a way that really made an impact. It just made my day. But it really made me think on the plane ride back to Austin, how all of us need to recognize that we are effing awesome, that we have something to contribute to this world, that we've got something significant that the world needs. We just need to find the courage and the power to share it. And if you struggle with that, reach out to me. You know, maybe it's as easy as finding a coaching relationship, not with me, with someone else. Maybe it's getting into therapy, understanding your true awesomeness and helping somebody uncover that and helping lean into the power of it. Maybe it's finding a mentor group or something that will continue to buoy your confidence as you move out into the world. But we all have something amazing to share. And I want to thank those ladies at Women in Tech Summit for helping me recognize that we're all still learning. We're all still struggling. And that if we all come to the table to work together, imagine how amazingly awesome our economy could be, our businesses could be, our world could be. Until next time, my friends, go out there, make a difference in the world, make a difference in someone's life. And as always, you will make a difference in your own life. Ripple on.